Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 7 math. You can find us on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down 7 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter rational numbers. The lessons we're going to cover today are convert between decimals and fractions or mixed numbers, identify rational numbers, absolute values of rational numbers, compare rational numbers. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well, right? Grade 7 math. The chapter we are on right now is rational numbers. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is convert between decimals and fractions or mixed numbers. Let's just start with the lesson. Okay, let's just start with the first example, that is write 0.25 as a fraction in simplest form. Okay, so first thing is you have to remove the decimal point. Sorry. Okay, so that is zero. First thing is you need to point, right? Add 1 for the decimal point, and right after the decimal point you have two digits, so you need to add two zeros, right? So that is 25 over 100. Now you have to divide both numerator and denominator by a common greatest common number that can divide both numerator and denominator. So that is 25. 25 divided by 25 is 1, and 100 by 25 is 4. So that is 1 over 4. That's how we write a decimal number into fraction. 0.25 equals 1 by 4. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Write 1 over 2 as a decimal number. You need to write it down as a decimal. right? So how do we write a fraction in decimal form? So basically the fraction is 1 over 2, right? Just make the denominator 100. The denominator of you have to make it 100 by multiplying 50. 50 times 2 is 100. Multiply the numerator with 50 as well. 50 times 1 is 50 and 50 over 100. So that means that equals 0.5. You have to remove decimal point. You already have two digits, so you have need to remove decimal point. Two places left. So that is 0.5. Got it? The correct option is 0.5. Okay. The next one is write 0.1 as a fraction in simplest form. So you need to write in fraction form, right? So remove the decimal point. When you remove the decimal point, you need to add 1. And after the decimal point, you have only one digit, so you need to add 0. So that is 1 over 10. The correct option is option number 2, that is 1 by 10. Got it? So the correct option is 1 over 10. Right? 0.25 as fraction in simplest form. So which is the correct option? Yes, that is option number 1. 1 by 4 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is write 0.9 as a fraction in simplest form. So which is the correct option? That is 9 over 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, write 0.75 as a fraction in simplest form. So how do we write? The first thing is you need to remove the decimal point, right? That is 0.75. So when you remove the decimal point, that would be 75 over 100, right? Divided by the greatest common number, that is 25. So that is 3 over 4. 25 times 3 is 75 and 25 times 4 is 100. So the correct option is 3 over 4. Got it? The correct option is 3 over 4. Write 1 over 4 as a decimal number. So how do we write? You need to make the denominator equal to 100. 4 times 25 is 100, right? So let's just multiply both numerator and denominator by 25, right? So that is 25 over 100. And when you write it in decimal, that's 0.25. So option number 2 is the correct option. Got it, everyone? Write 0.8 as a fraction in simplest form. So which is the correct option? That is 4 over 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Right, 7 over 10 is a decimal number. So which is the correct option? That is 0.7. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? The correct option is option number 1, that is 7 over 10. Write 0.2 as a fraction in simplest form. So which is the correct option? That is 1 over 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is that is identify rational numbers. Let's just start with the next lesson. The first example is 0. Is 0 a rational number? So no, 0 is not a rational number, right? Let's just start with the test questions. Basically, rational numbers are the numbers that can be written in the form a over b, right? If you write a number in the form a by b, that means the number is rational, right? Otherwise, it is not a rational number. So the correct option is yes, 9 is a rational number. You can write it as 9 over 1, right? So that is a rational number. Got it? The next one is 7.644 a rational number? The correct option is yes, it is a rational number, right? You can remove the decimal point and you can write it as 7, 6, 4, 4, 1, and you have three digits. So, yes, that is a decimal number. The correct option is yes. Got it? Because you can write it in the form A by B. So, option number 1 is the correct option. Yes, it is a rational number. Is 4 by 5 a rational number, which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, that is a rational number. 4 by 5 is a rational number. The correct option is yes. Is 9 by 7 a rational number, which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, 9 by 7 is a rational number. Option number 1 is the correct option. Is 2.20 a rational number, which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, that is a rational number. Is negative 3 a rational number, which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, that is a rational number. Is 0 a rational number? No, 0 is not a rational number. The correct option is no. 0 is the rational number. Oh, yes, you can write it in the form a by b, right? 0 by 1 is 0. So, yes, that is a rational number. Sorry. Is 9 by 8 rational number? Yes, 9 by 8 is a rational number. The correct option is yes. Is 8.533 a rational number, which is the correct option? Yes, it is a rational number. Got it. Is 10 by 3 a rational number? Yes, it is a rational number, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is the next lesson is absolute value of rational numbers. Basically, these lines means you need to calculate the absolute value of 4.1, right? So first thing you need to learn is what is the absolute value. So absolute values are positive or 0. So the absolute value of 4.1 is 4.1 because that is already positive. So that makes 4.1, right? If you are given with a negative number like this, you need to calculate the absolute value of negative 4.1, right? So the absolute value of negative 4.1 is 4.1. Got it? Okay, let's just start with the test questions. What is the absolute value of 8.8, which is the correct option? Yes, that is 8.8. Option number one is the correct option, right? What is the absolute value of negative 6.3, which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, it is 6.3. The, the absolute value of negative number is always a positive value. So absolute value means a positive value or zero. Got it? What is the absolute value of negative 5.4, which is the correct option? The correct option is option number one, that is 5.4. Option number one is the correct option. What is the absolute value of 6 over 7, which is the correct option? Option number two is the correct option. Got it? What is the absolute value of negative 5.9, which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is option number two is the correct option. That's 5.9. Yes, that's option number two. What is the absolute value of negative 8.6, which is the correct option? The correct option is option number one, that is 8.6. Option number one is the correct option. What is the absolute value of 4.1, which is the correct option? Option number two is the correct option. Got it. What is the absolute value of 5 by 9, which is the correct option? Option number two is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is compare rational numbers. Let's just start with the lesson. Okay, let's just start with the test question. Let's see how do we compare the rational numbers. So which sign makes the statement true? That is negative 9 and negative 9.0, which is the correct option. They both are exactly equal, right? The correct option is equal. Which sign makes the statement true 1 by 2 and 0.25, which is the correct option? 1 by 2 is equal to 0.5, right? So 0.5 is greater than 0.25. So that means greater it is. The correct option is greater. Which sign makes the statement true? Negative 5 whole 1 by 4, negative 7 whole 1 by 2, which is the correct option? Five is greater than negative 7 whole 1 by 2, right? Because on the negative side, as you are going far from 0, the numbers are getting greater and greater, right? Sorry, the numbers are getting smaller and smaller. Which sign makes the statement true? Negative 9 whole 3 by 10. You have to compare it to negative 9.9. So which is the correct option? Negative 9 whole 3 by 10 is greater than negative 9.9. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which sign makes the statement true? 5 by 8, you have to compare it to negative 4 whole 1 by 2. Five by 8 is greater than negative 4 whole 1 by 2, right? Positive numbers are always greater than negative numbers. Which sign makes the statement true? Negative 7 over 8, you have to compare it to negative 8, which is the correct option. Negative 7 over 8 is greater than negative 8. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which sign makes the statement true? 1 by 4, you have to compare it to 3, which is the correct option. One by 4 is less than 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Which sign makes the statement true? Negative 2, you have to compare it to negative 3.6, which is the correct option. Negative 2 is less than negative 3.6. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 7 math. Chapter we were working on is rational numbers. The lessons we have covered today are convert between decimals and fractions or mixed numbers, identify rational numbers, absolute value of rational numbers, and compare rational numbers. Please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. So that's all for today. If you have any questions related to the lessons we have just finished, you can please ask questions. I'm here to answer all of your questions and confusions if you have any. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.